2.5-inch shell, 1/5 ounce slug. This one dropped pretty well. I mean, it about 3/4 of the way down, it did a little bit of a waggle, and then it ended up about 1/2 an inch off center on the bottom. The Brennecke with that power piston dropped perfectly straight down to the bottom and only fell over after it completely stopped. That one did really well. The American Tactical 2.5-inch 1/4 ounce didn't do too bad. It fell mostly straight. It just deviated again about 1/4 of an inch off the center, but otherwise it fell pretty straight. The Remington 2.5-inch shell 1/5 ounce did a huge waggle. As soon as it hit the water, it turned sideways, partially waggled, and then just about straightened out and then went in the other direction. So it kind of did a wig-wag thing in both directions. The Federal 2.5-inch 1/4 ounce slug was actually very crazy. 3/4 of the way down, it flipped sideways and almost turned completely around. That's why you saw the air bubbles fall out of it when it was coming down. So let's take another look at that, where the air bubbles fell out of it. Again, here you can see turned sideways, actually turned backwards where all the bubbles fell out of it. And then when it hit the bottom, it was tumbling and it bounced. The Sterling, as soon as it entered into the water, it turned sideways and it slid down the whole back of the canister on its side, and then it hit the bottom on its side. So that one did really terribly, even though it had those really cool flutes. The Herders did not do much better. As soon as it entered the water, it waggled back and forth. By the time it hit the bottom, it was dragging down the side, and then when it hit the bottom, it flipped over a couple of times and landed on its side. So again, not great. The AGC ammo, basically as soon as it entered, hit the side on the back and skittered down the side, dragging all the way down, and when it hit the bottom, it flipped on its side.